What's up, people? This your boy Artwork Geo. Went from basically no views, man, hardly any attention on my page, to this particular video, and then this video ending up on Netflix. And this is from somebody who has a small channel, a small page on TikTok, hardly any views, hardly any engagement. You know what I'm saying? My videos was getting like 200. I might have got like 1,000 here and there, a couple thousand, but never no 40K, you know what I'm saying? And that just go to show, like, you don't have to have these numbers on your page for people to pay attention. If it's speaking to them, if it's relevant to what's going on, if it serves a purpose, it gets paid attention to, you know what I mean? And so I think that was just a direct result of planting seeds and just continuing to go and move forward, you know, because even when I initially got that opportunity, it was back in October when I got reached out to, and it was all on accident. Like, I literally went into my email. I think I was looking for like coupons or something, and I happened to like see an email that said in the subject line something about like time sensitive, new upcoming Jamie Foxx special, please contact us, something along those lines. So I opened the email up, and then the email was breaking it down, like, you know, Jamie Foxx came across your TikTok video and wants to use it in his special. So when I saw that, I was just like, nah, this can't be real. So I always do fact checking, man. I went and I looked to make sure the person that was hitting me up was valid. So the information came up, you know what I'm saying? There's a few other little resources. So I'm like, oh, this is legit. So at that point, man, you know, I replied back, you know, definitely interested. We texting at this point. I'm like, definitely interested. And I can't help it. I got bills. So I was like, yeah, you know, but I was wondering, is there any compensation? So after I mentioned that, you know, I get a response like, no, it's not necessarily any compensation, but we'll see what we can do, you know, something like that. She was like, but we do make sure that you get, you know, your credits. And I'm actually going to check. So as I'm talking, if I did see myself in the credits or my name in the credits, y'all can see it right now. If not, then, you know, I guess they got me. I'm gonna have to hit them up, like, where my credits at, man. I said I was gonna get some credits, but you know, after that, I didn't hear nothing, so I started getting discouraged. I'm like, oh, I messed that up. You know how you, like, everything was cool, and they're like, oh, this dude wants some money. Like, nah, we cool. We go get the other person who would do it for free. So I'm just thinking like, oh, they ain't gonna mess with me. So I get my son yesterday, or day before yesterday, and when I pick him up, I just happen to casually go on my email again. This is just for something completely unrelated. I don't even know what it was. I went in my email for something completely different than this. And I happened to look and see that same name, and it just immediately rung a bell. I'm like, oh, this the Jamie Foxx thing, this the Netflix thing. So I opened it, but it was a DocuSign thing attached to it. And you know, when you see that, that's a signature request. I'm like, oh, this a little contract or something. Like, what's going on? So long story short, man, it was me signing the information to confirm that I, you know, wanted to go ahead and proceed with everything. But they had filmed this back in like October, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, oh, they must have already like did what they did and just took my last communication as me agreeing to do it. And this just the legal, you know, business side of it. So that's actually what ended up happening. Now I'm talking about it, they had already did everything. I was in the clip. I mean, they had already put, you know, the whole thing together. So I see, you know, it had a DocuSign attachment to it. So I signed that, or I'm at least trying to sign it. My internet is not working. Like, we in the underpass, you know, going, you know, by the freeway. So the signal wasn't there, I guess. And it just was to the point I couldn't even get an opportunity to reply. So I'm telling my son what it is, and we all kind of geeked up. And I'm like, man, I can't, you know, reply though. So I hurry up and I pull over to like a gas station. I get out, hop out at the gas station parking lot. Everybody looking at me crazy. I finally get a signal, so I'm replying back. I sign it, send it in like 2 seconds. And then me and my son happy, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I'm gonna just chill. I don't know what all this is. I don't know what it's gonna look like, the end result, but I'm just grateful. So I'm going with it. Or actually, I think I got the trailer first. That's what it was. Somebody sent me the trailer. Well, no, I'm saying it's wrong. So what happened is I go on Netflix and I see the trailer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm playing the trailer, and the trailer has my voice in like a small little part of my video was in the trailer, but you can't see me. You just hear, you know, my voice. I'm like, oh, that's me. So I'm thinking like that's where it stopped. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? They used me for the little voice trailer part. That's cool. You know, I was happy, but it was like a snippet. So I'm like, oh. But this morning, I guess when it officially came out, I was getting hit up. And so people was hitting me up like, man, you know, I seen you on the Netflix thing. What's up, superstar, and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I'm like, what? I didn't know what they was talking about. So I mean, I knew what they was talking about, but you know, I'm like, really? Like, it's out? Like, y'all watching it already this early? That's cool. Like, okay. But I didn't want to see it at that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out. I was at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work all day. Like, dude, I want to see what they talking about. And it felt good, man. You know what I'm saying? Just having people support. You know, just what I know I've been putting in a lot of dues to do in terms of just how one thing leads to something else. You know, I got a bigger picture with what I'm looking to do. But sometimes you take these steps in that direction in ways you don't even know. Like my starting point could be, okay, that video leads me to having more content and more relatability to people who might want to end up in a position similar to that and do even bigger things than that. That's, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna say it's nothing, but you know, it was a cool opportunity. But you have to be able to take opportunities, and if you're already working on things, how can you allow that to kind of help you apply that to what you're doing and help you move forward even further, you know what I'm saying, with what you're doing already? And that's what I'm looking to do at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that that was a good look for me, but at the same time, you know, I know that there's some value I can give you guys, you know, anybody watching who might want to count themselves out, you know, this is a great example why you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? If it's hard posting videos and getting likes and comments and engagement, I definitely tell you, man, it's value in doing things that speak to people. You know what I'm saying? If it's your agenda and what you want to push, it's longer that way. You got to find a way, and not even like not to push your agenda, but find a way to be relatable, man. Find a way to like speak to people and add that value. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people was feeling how I was feeling, because when I saw Jamie picture, or what I thought was Jamie Foxx, I was bothered by that. Like, that don't look like Jamie. What they doing? And we didn't heard about the cloning and all that. So it just went hand to hand, and I was like serious, man. When I saw that, I was bothered by it. Like, nah, they trying to play us? Like, what's going on? And so, yeah, it's crazy how that got picked up and used in the context it got used in. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the special, you know what I'm saying. Like, he made it clear, you know, sometimes you have to be able to have a sense of humor, man. A lot of good game, and it was dope seeing his daughters, you know what I'm saying? His daughter came and played the guitar with him on stage. Just a lot of great moments, a lot of the things he talked about. And, you know, he got on us at the end, you know what I'm saying? He was mad at the internet for calling him a clone. But I'm going to say it formally, my bad, Jamie, you know what I'm saying? No offense, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to disrespect you, bro. Like, I'm glad to see you healthy. You know, this was a product of all of us being concerned, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of trolls out there. I know it's people out there that really would just want to talk crazy and talk down on a man when he not, you know what I'm saying, the best position. But me personally, I was coming from a place of concern. You know, I'm a longtime Jamie fan, man. I grew up watching In Living Color, the Jamie Foxx show. You know what I'm saying? All his movies, I done watched them. Fan of his music. So I'm definitely a Jamie Foxx fan if nobody else. But at the same time, man, it's just crazy how things get pieced up together. And then when you kind of look at it, you see it for what it is. And you like, oh, okay. Like, I wasn't trying to diss you, bro. I'm not saying you a clone. You actually look like yourself in the special. When I'm seeing the special and how your mannerisms are, you can't clone that. Like Jamie said, man, this original over here, you can't clone this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I respect it. Salute to you, bro, because you know, good to see a king solid, man. You in one piece, man. I'm glad you walking, talking, still got your sense of humor. You can still sing. All right, people. So this is the next morning. I'm about to start work. For some reason, my mic went out middle of what I was saying, but I was at the end of the video. Just to sum it up, though, man, I'm grateful for that opportunity. I plan to keep pushing. I appreciate the support. Shout out to all my coworkers. That's anybody who get what I'm doing. It's more to come. So appreciate y'all, man. Y'all be cool. It's work.